A Ferrari doesn't just arrive in Monaco. It performs the 488 pistol rolls into Casino, square like it belongs there. Low stance, sharp lines, that signature red glowing under the Mediterranean sun. The engine note bounces off the marble walls and glass storefronts, and suddenly every conversation nearby pauses for a second. The car creeps forward, slow and controlled. No rush. In Monaco, timing is everything. She positions it perfectly. Wheels straight. Brake lights glowing for a moment before silence. The door opens upward slightly as she steps out, heels touching pavement with precision. Sunglasses on. No exaggerated movements. Just smooth, practiced confidence. Tourists raise their phones. Valets step forward quickly. A few Ferrari owners nearby glance over, half curious, half impressed. The pista is not subtle. It's built for speed, carbon fiber, track performance. Yet here in front of Casino, it transforms into something else. A statement piece. A flash of color against creamstone buildings and polished floors. She adjusts her bag, hands over the keys without hesitation, and walks toward the entrance as if she's done this 100 times. That's the thing about Monaco. The extraordinary becomes routine. But a Ferrari like this, driven with calm confidence, still manages to stop time for just a moment. The Huracan Evio approaches, like a warning shot. Bright green paint under direct sunlight almost looks electric. The sharp edges of the body catch every reflection from passing yachts and glass balconies. Even before it stops, people start turning. There's something different about a Lamborghini. It doesn't glide in quietly. It announces itself. The exhaust cracks slightly on downshift, and that sound alone pulls every eye toward the street. She slows it down deliberately. No sudden moves. Just controlled aggression. The car settles low to the ground, almost crouching. Then comes a small rev. Not excessive. Just enough to remind everyone what sits behind her right foot. The door opens. The angles of the car frame the moment. She steps out with relaxed confidence, one hand resting briefly on the roof as if steadying the spotlight that follows her. A group of onlookers whisper. A few smiles. A few surprised looks. Lamborghini in Monaco is bold by default, but when the driver carries the same bold energy, it creates something magnetic. This isn't quiet luxury. This is visual impact. Neon paint against historic architecture. Sharp edges against soft curves of the square. She walks away. Without looking back, the car stays loud. Even in silence, a Rolls-Royce doesn't compete for attention. It simply commands. That the white dawn glides forward almost silently. The movement is smooth, almost floating. No harsh engine note. No aggressive stance. Just presence. The polished chrome grille catches the sunlight. The spirit of ecstasy leads away like a quiet symbol of status in a place filled with supercars screaming for attention. The Rolls does the opposite. It lowers the energy around it. Conversations soften. Movements slow. The car comes to a stop with perfect alignment. The door opens in that unmistakable Rolls-Royce way. Soft, precise, deliberate. She steps out gracefully. No rush, no spectacle. The interior behind her shows cream leather and handcrafted details. Everything about it speaks of time, not speed. A valet approaches carefully. Even they handle it differently. Rolls-Royce in Monaco isn't about showing horsepower. It's about signaling position, stability, confidence. Without noise, she adjusts her sunglasses, smooths her jacket slightly, and walks toward the Casino steps. No one questions the arrival. No one doubts. In a sea of flashing lights and roaring engines, the quietest car in the square somehow feels the most powerful. The McLaren 720S rolls, and with precision, its design looks almost aerodynamic even when standing still. Every curved car for airflow. Every detail sharp and purposeful. The orange paint reflects the sky above, almost blending into Riviera light. It's bright but not flashy. Technical rather than loud. The car lowers slightly as it stops. Then comes a moment. Everyone waits for the dihedral doors lift upward. Instant attention. Phones rise. Heads turn. Even other drivers glance over. She pauses briefly before stepping out, one hand on the door, balanced and composed. Getting out of a McLaren isn't casual. It requires intention, and she does it smoothly. The interior looks like a cockpit, focused, performance-driven. Carbon fiber everywhere. This isn't a luxury cruiser. It's a machine built for speed, engineered for precision. But here, in front of Casino, it becomes something else. A piece of modern art. She closes the door with a firm click. The car settles back into stillness. Looking ready to launch at any moment, McLaren brings a different kind of energy to Monaco. Less drama, more sophistication. It's not trying to dominate the scene. It just quietly proves it can at first. You think it's a reflection, then you realize it's real. A pink Lamborghini pulls into the square, and suddenly the usual color palette, black, silver, and gray, feels outdated. A wrap shines under the sun, bold and unapologetic. It's playful, but still aggressive. The shape of the car keeps its sharp identity, but the color transforms the mood completely. People react instantly. Smiles, double takes. Cameras out, she drives, and slowly, clearly aware of the reaction, but not performing for it. The car speaks loud enough. The contrast is striking. Historic beige buildings in the background, neutral tone luxury boutiques, and then this vibrant burst of color, cutting through the scene. The engine hums as it stops. The door opens. She steps out with a relaxed smile, almost amused by the attention. It's different. It's unexpected. And that's exactly why it works in a place known for wealth and status. This arrival feels personal. It feels expressive. Monaco can sometimes look uniform, predictable, but a pink supercar changes the rhythm. It reminds everyone that luxury doesn't have to follow rules sometimes. Standing out as a whole point is not loud in the usual supercar way. It's deeper, heavier, the kind of tone that feels expensive. Conversation slow as the Bugatti Chiron comes into view, moving carefully through Casino Square like it owns the road. Two-tone paint, perfectly polished. Carbon fiber details catching the light. The signature horseshoe grille instantly recognizable, even from a distance. It doesn't rush. It doesn't need to. Security nearby subtly shift position. Valets stand a little straighter. Other supercar drivers glance over, and for once, they're not the main attraction. The Chiron rolls forward with effortless control. Thousands of horsepower sitting quietly under her foot, barely being used. That's the real flex. Power held back. She stops with precision. The engine idles with a low, controlled rumble. Heat waves shimmer slightly behind the car. The door swings open in that smooth, engineered motion. She steps out composed, completely at ease with the attention multiplying around her. No exaggerated gestures. No need to perform that. A small crowd gathers within seconds. Phones raised high. Whispers of Bugatti moving through the square. The marble buildings glow under warm streetlights. Reflections stretch across polished hoods. The air cools slightly, and the square feels more cinematic. Headlights appear at the edge of the road. First a low beam cutting through the darkness. Then the silhouette of a supercar approaching slowly. A tea night. Everything feels amplified. A black Lamborghini looks sharper, almost stealthy.